Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we did a little stash ad over the weekend. We got quite a haul this time. So other than that, we did some major cleaning in the room. It was getting deep in here. So I had to make some room for some new ads we picked up. Other than that, like I said, it's just getting out of hand and I'm constantly cleaning in here. It's just, I should have built the room bigger. It's too small. That's just how it is. No matter how big it is, it's always too small, right? So I had to stop and smell the thinner and get some stuff cleaned up, because we got a big model show coming up. So I got a few kits I want to get done, make some room for things. So we have our big Detroit show coming up here in March, this year on the 24th, 2024, down at the Macomb, Sports Complex down there. So if you guys have never been to that show, it's a must. I mean, if you're in the area, you need to go. And even if you're not in the area, you need to check it out because it is a cool show. Ask anybody that's been to it. Really cool show. And the vendors, oh my gosh, they have so many vendors there. It's amazing. So speaking of vendors, my buddy Tony Lancer is going to be there. And he's got a couple tables. And he's going to have a lot of models on the table down there. So Tony called me up and said, hey man, I got some kits. Interested coming over checking some out, kind of like a pre-buy sale, you know, kind of all that good stuff. And Tony's got the good stuff. I mean, you got to remember, this is not like just some big collection he picked up over the while. And this is something he's collected over years. So there are a lot of personal finds and all that good stuff. And he's got some really nice kits over there. And every time I go over there, I thought, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a few of those kits you got. And I says, heck yeah, I'll come over. And I thought, yeah, so picked up a few kits from there, so I'll show you here. Other than that, I told you a while back, my wife picked me up some kits at Ollie's, and you know, I'm at work when she's like videoing, she's like, hey, check these out, blah blah blah, you know, going on. I thought, yeah, that's cool, yeah, get that, you know, whatever. And anyways, once she got here and I'm looking them over, and I thought, I wonder what else, you know, if they got any left up there. I'll see what they got. So I stopped up there the other day, and the first kit of the stash ad show here is, I had the 29 Ford she picked up, so I picked up another one, and just super cool kit. And I like to say, I like this Coca-Cola stuff, it's really neat. And this one here, like I say, it comes with that bike. I thought, how cool. But I want to build an original version, and I want to build that guy. I want to build that. That is so cool looking. I love that red. That looks so nice, like a candy with a silver base and the red on top. Oh yeah, that looked good. That looked good. It looked good. I'll even put the Coke decal on the side. I think that's cool looking. So another kit she picked up, or another kit I picked up, let's go that way. I'm still stuck on the previous session here. So went in there and check this out. This is the Undertaker Dragster. Kind of out of my wheelhouse a little bit. Not usually something I typically build, but you know what? I thought maybe I should start a little more of these, a few more. This is a Polar Lights kit, 1/25th scale, I believe. I thought really neat looking. Not a lot of parts in it, so it'd be probably one of those weekender kits. It's a Carl Casper kit, created by Carl Casper, the vintage box art, and I thought, you know, that's kind of neat looking. They had some Asian mobile there too, and a bunch of George Barris builds. But I knew it was going to Tony's for the week, you know, coming up, and I thought, well, let me see what I get from there first. Maybe I'll stop back. I don't know. We'll see. So anyways, heading over to Tony's, I mentioned to him a while back, I said, hey man, I says, when we were down in Saginaw SVSU, I seen you had a Lightning on the table. I said, you still got that? And he says, oh dude, I got a few of them. Oh, cool. And I said, well, I'd like to build one. I said, I built one years ago. I do have one on the shelf, and I thought I wouldn't mind keeping maybe that one on the shelf for a later day, building another one. So I picked this guy up here. I mean, this thing's like brand new looking. The 94 first gen. Super cool truck. I started in a dealer in 94, so I remember when these were hitting the lot, and I thought, oh man, they were like the coolest thing out there, you know. So yeah, very nostalgic. Love this truck, love this body style. I'll tell you what, guys, for an AMT Ford pickup, nice kit. This is such a nice building kit. It's not like the old Superstones, you know, that where the box don't quite fit it. This fits very well. So I had to do some digging. And I'll show you the one that I built originally back in the day. It's in pieces, it's in shambles, but I do have everything for it. I had to dig for this. It was like lost in a pile somewhere. So that is my build from probably from 94 when this first came out. And I thought, you know what, I definitely want to build another one. This is Tester's rattle can. I do know that for sure because that's all I used to spray. I got pretty good at the rattle can. I was able to get a pretty nice shine out of it. Nothing special underneath it. The old red transmission, no drive shaft. So a bunch of pieces are missing, but they are all in the box down there. So yeah, so I bet you I could probably clean this up and it'd still look pretty good. Putting it back together. So I got the tailgate sitting here. Like I said, it's all here. Mirrors, everything's here for it. So yeah, so I picked that up. I figured, you know what, time's progressed, skills are getting a little better. I thought I'd like to build another one, see what we can do, and like I say, maybe get one ready for the Detroit show, take it down there and put her on the old table. So another kit, we're going through stuff. Like I say, Tony had a lot of good kits down there, and I thought, man, I could have took half a stash, but I couldn't. I told him, make some good money at the show. That's And he said, dude, you gotta have this kit. So he threw this on the pile, and I thought, okay, this is really cool. So last few models I picked up when I was at Saginaw, I picked up the Dodge van. So I thought, gotta have the Ford Phantom van, the old Phantom. Very cool kit, AMT, original. Yeah, I don't even know what year this is. It's gotta be mid-70s, I'm guessing, because you can build the stock version. But check out that diamond window in the back. I mean, how 70s retro is that? Yeah, so very cool kit. Really, really cool. That actually would be a cool builder, even to put the old graphics on the back, just leave it just like that. I thought that'd actually be pretty neat. Yeah, awesome. A few other kits we picked up. So I'm a Fox body guy. I'm a Mustang fan. I like all Mustangs of all ages. But I'm a kid from the 80s, so of course Fox bodies were the cars on the road at the time. So I kind of fell in love with them early on. Picked this kit up, the old 91 convertible. So yeah, this is a nice building kit, guys. You guys find this kit. I know everybody's not a Mustang guy, but if you wanted a nice kit to build, this one goes together really, really good. I built this kit a long time ago, and like I said, skills have changed. We've advanced a little bit, and I thought I'd like to build another one. So I had to do some digging for this. As in one of my boxes, because I don't have a lot of my kits are like on display. So everything is still like in a box, not usually the box it was in originally. There were like 2 kits in one box, so I do some digging for it. So here's the car. It's pretty dirty, it's pretty nasty looking, but yeah, so that was my car back in the day. I don't even know, this had to be back with 91 when they come out with it. I'm sure I picked it up. Of course, got the old glue bomb spot in the window, good stuff. Hand painted the exhaust, all that good stuff on the bottom. So I was pretty impressed with this one. I was pretty proud of myself back in the day. That was my first time airbrushing on a model, was that interior. I mixed some Tester's paint, some red, put a little black in it, some flat, and I dulled it out to make it look pretty, flat looking. Like I said, that was my first time airbrushing interior, airbrushing on any car for that matter. Yeah, so nostalgic kit for me, because that was my first airbrush hit for a model car. So yeah, so I thought it'd be cool to build another one. I do have a white one in my stash somewhere from that Trio kit, I believe it was. I started doing the white, and a while back I did the bare metal foil on that T-Bird model in red. So the car is painted white, and I've been working on the bare metal foil in red for that center stripe. So that should look pretty cool. But I don't even know where that's at. It's here somewhere. Not sure. Another one I picked up, another Foxy body. This is a 79 Pace car. Yes, I have one of these on the shelf, and I've been dying to build this. I've only seen one at a show on the table, and it looked pretty nice. Guy did a really good job at it. I have one up on the shelf here, but it's, man, the decals are just euchred, and the decals look pretty nice in this one. So if you guys see this kit and you want a really, really cool build, this is a really nice build for a box stock build. It's very sharp looking once it's built. And this is one of those old monogram kits that just look good when it was together. Just the proportions are right. It looked really nice. So, yeah, so I picked that up. Even if the decals, they look good in this. But if not, maybe I'll get a hold of STS and get some new decals for it and all that good stuff. So, yep, had to have that. Thought. Last Mustang I picked up Another one I have on the shelf already, but I always love this car. It's a nice kit. A monogram, this would be the 83 convertible GT Mustang, the 5.0. Yeah, super cool kit. Actually, it's probably more of an LX, I would say, like a 5.0 LX. But just really cool looking. Just a nice kit. I've seen a few guys build these on channels. It really looks really nice. It's got like your Recaro seats in it and all that good stuff. And it's a monogram kit. I tell you what, back in the day, I was a monogram fan. I mean, man, we'd go down to Ben Franklin's and Marlette and pick these up all the time, different kits. And I always look for the monogram. I mean, I built my share of Johans and the AMTs and Revels, but these were always my favorite. Just the way it is, just the way it is. Yeah, so that was the last Stang we picked up. A couple other kits. I got 2 more kits from Tony was there. I guess I didn't realize he had this. I knew he had it, but I forgot about it, and he picked up and said, dude, you got to get this one. I built the 64 Trumpeter Falcon, the hardtop, and he had the convertible there, and I thought, oh yeah, he had the hardtop as well. I thought, well, I've already built that one. Super nice kit. You guys see these kits, pick one up. He'll have the hardtop down in Detroit. Pick that up, and like I say, this is such a nice builder, this Trumpeter kit. Looking in the box, I believe you can build it. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, guys, or if you guys have built this kit. It looks like that you can build it with the chop windshield or the normal. Reading the box art on the side there, it looks like you can do it either way. I'm not 100% on it. But either way, if it was the chop top, I'd still build it like that. That's really cool, but I'd rather go the stock version. So yeah, that's kind of cool looking. Last one I picked up, this like one of those, it's kind of like a Grail kit, but not really, kind of, sort of. They're diamonds in the rough. They're hard to come by. And he had a few of them there. He's got a couple of them. And I've been eyeing this kit forever. And I thought, oh, dude, do you ever want to get rid of that? Get a hold of me. I want to take that off your hands. So that was the first thing I told him. I said, hey, he's getting rid of some kits. Like, you still got that one? He said, yep. And I thought, okay. Guy had the old Bigfoot kit, the old AMT Bigfoot. The 89. I like this one. I like this one better than the original one. Like I was telling you before, we'd go to buy the kits in Marlette at the Ben Franklin. And they used to have that original one down there. It had tons of them. And we'd build, my brother and I, we'd buy those. And we'd build things left and right. I can't remember how many of those. We probably had 5 of those things over the years. And remember the Rough Rider or the Stompers? Like the little battery-operated trucks that had the headlights on it and stuff. And they had like every brand truck out there. We used to take those things apart. And we'd take the motors and the gear train out. We'd put them in these Bigfoot trucks and make a drive shaft out of it. And we'd hot glue it all together, you know. And it wouldn't go over anything because it'd break because the tires are so big, you know. We'd put steel rods through it and try to hold it together. And she was pretty makeshifty, but it was cool. It'd work for a little ways. It'd maybe go maybe a foot and it'd quit moving, but it was cool at the time. But yeah, so then it got to the point where just passing them over, like, I built enough of those Bigfoot trucks, you know, let's see what else we got. Who knew they'd be like gold today, you know, just like, so I had one on the shelf, another one I did get from Tony, but it was kind of a glue bomber. Somebody had built it. He got it from somewhere else, and somebody else, and they glued the cab and the box together, and I thought, I'm going to have to do some major cutting to get it. I mean, they glued it together, not just a couple drops. I'm talking like plastics breaking to separate it. And I thought, well, maybe we'll find a different one and go from there. So, like I say, he had this. I love this truck. It's a cool build. The only thing that's not correct on these Bigfoot models, and I've seen this on all the Bigfoots, is the carburetor setup, the intake. That has a tri-pack on the top of that originally. Not 2. As you can see in the box here on the box art, there's 3 carbs up there. But the model kit just gives you the 2. So we might have to resin print something and give it the true look to it. But either way, yeah, super cool kit. So Tony, appreciate these, man. I mean, just it was worth every penny of it. So other than that, I got one more kit. Was like I say, was out and about, and this really got me when I was down at the Saginaw show, and I seen the military vehicles on the tables, and I thought, man, I used to build this stuff years ago, and just I want to get back in it a little bit. And I saw one on the table, it was a smaller scale, So we're down in the D-town there in Detroit area, and we stopped in and told the wife, said, man, I wouldn't mind getting it. She said, why don't you just grab it? And I thought, green light, let's do it. We got the 1/32 Trumpeter A10A Warthog. Check that bad boy out. That thing is huge. So a 1/32 scale, so this is a pretty big guy. This is a pretty big kit. I was kind of actually looking for the smaller one, like the one just below this, but they didn't have it. And I thought, you know what? We'll go with this one here. I think this is such a cool plane. I see these fly over all the time. They have that such a unique sound to it, and I've watched tons of videos on these things. I love the 30mm cannon in the front, the old Burt sound it makes, and just a super cool plane. Yeah, so like I say, I see these fly overhead all the time, and I'd like to build this, but not in the camo version, like the Desert Storm version. I'd rather do the ghost gray look. I think that looks really cool on these planes. This kit has a lot of cool stuff in it. It has actually cast metal landing gear in it, real rubber tires, and it's got resin engines in it. So just a cool model. It's got photo etch parts in it, I guess, all that good stuff. So it's pretty neat looking. Yeah, so I thought I'd pick that bad boy up. I would like to build this in time and take my time on it and not do a rush job like I usually do on my stuff. Like I said, there's a few videos out of guys building this, and some guys do some, like, wow. Planes to me are just a world of their own. A lot of you guys that build planes, my hat's off to you, because you guys do such an amazing job on them. I'm hoping I can bring some skill to this and do it some justice. I'm looking forward to leaving the bays. They give you all kinds of stuff where you can open it up and display it. It's kind of how I'd like to do this one. So, like I say, I'm definitely doing the Ghost Gray. I'm not sure when I'm going to start on it. Like I say, we got a few things I would like to build for the Detroit show coming up, and all that good stuff. So, sometime soon we'll be getting on this bad boy, and all that good stuff. So, that's all I got for you guys. That's it. And like I said, it was quite a haul this time around. So I had to clean the room to make room for this stuff. So yeah, so we had to make some room and move some stuff around. So other than that, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel, following along and all that good stuff. And I really appreciate you guys watching and like I say, sticking around. So once again, we will see you on the next video, and you guys have a good one. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.